Well, we are now today trying to work on Dad's flat tire he made when he drove over a rock. It's your fault. Good job, Joey. Yeah, we're trying to do everything. We got all the goops on there, all the straps. I think we need to do an explosion now. Well, we did an explosion thingy and we got it. I don't know if JT can hear the audio on here or not, but should have been recording it, but wasn't. There. Well, that went easier than I honestly expected it to go. While I was away this spring from recording, and not recording obviously, something happened this spring. I accidentally blew the engine up on my 9620 RX here. So that's cool. As much as that sucks, you always gotta remember, count your blessings, not your curses. The blessing of it was, when it blew up, I was seeding the field that's literally right there, and it blew up as I was driving up to the yard. So we didn't have to haul it home, but it still went boom. So today's project is going to be taking this thing apart and, yeah, getting it ripped apart. Whatever that all entails. Don't think I'm intelligent enough to do that. We got a guy coming. I'm just gonna help him and maybe learn a little bit. This might be a big fun project though, right Cam?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, when we rebuild it this time, we're gonna add more power and it's also gonna have a Jake brake. No, we're just gonna rebuild it, Cameron. Yeah, this tractor's been out of commission all year. It blew up and somehow drove up to right there and parked there and stayed there. Not only are we gonna try to get that thing tore apart today, I don't think it'll get done, but we're also working on our oldest draper head, the 640 FD. Our original plan was to trade this thing in and get a new one. That plan happened back when we still had $13 beans, and as you guys know, we no longer have $13 beans. So, overhaul it is. It's basically getting a whole new makeover. We are replacing all these bearings. We just got a puller to get that done because those of you that know, those are no fun. And they've never been done and we never had one bad, but we're pretty sure that this one here is starting. It was a little wiggly, so that one's starting to go. Both, I don't know how we managed this. Just professional combine operators around here, that's for sure. But both cutting bars are broke, so here's a part of the cutting bar that goes right there. So, yep, that's getting replaced and new. We're gonna do all new guards because while we have it all off, we might as well get them done. What else are we replacing? The whole center drum, I believe, is getting all new fingers, all new everything. It needs a complete overhaul. The reel needs all new. These little plastic bushings, as you can see, they're really slopped out. So them are all getting replaced. And for some reason, don't know why, I just work here, this outside canvas started running crooked. Those of you that know why that would possibly be. We have it tore apart here, obviously, as you can see, but we can't tell why it was running crooked. So we're also getting a new canvas put in here. I don't know, she's getting a makeover. Lots happening to it. Oh, and obviously some new sections down here. It's getting slowly rebuilt. Fun fact, Walmart, I'm not kidding you about these sections off Walmart, had cheaper sections than anywhere else. So if you're needing new sections for your combine, try looking up Walmart. They had 170, I think, and they were a few bucks cheaper on there. So that's where I ordered them from. How's that working?
The other one came right out.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that one's out. Yeah, it stopped.
What's plan B now?
Pulling it back in and try cleaning it up some more.
Draining.
We can take the whole front foot.
Well, I had to leave them yesterday while they were midway, well, not midway, over halfway taking this RX apart. They got it apart, I think. I mean, I don't know what this all entails or what this is. It's probably stupid of me to say that, and you guys are like, well, that's obviously a flux capacitor. You should know that. Well, I don't. This is a piece of metal to me. That's part of the engine. That's all I know. I don't know what's actually broke on it, but apparently we have to, I'm just gonna shut up. I'm starting my day out today trying to fix a flat tire with a good old push plug. I'm not entirely sure where this is leaking. My tire might be shot. These things are never easy to get pushed in. There we go. I don't know how long that's going to last for, but it should give me a little while. There's two holes side by side there. See how long I get out of this tire yet. I'm thinking I'm gonna need a new one here soon. Well, we found our first small dilemma, but also can be really big dilemma flaw with the Elho Scorpio. And it's more so operator error than anything here. Our dilemma is we're using a Milwaukee grease gun, and with a new tip that's not wanting to come off the thing and just breaking the circs off in there. We can't get them out. I tried using an easy out, you know, as one does. I think that's what you call them at least. But I couldn't get it to work. So I got a little creative here. What I ended up doing here is taking a Torx 20 and pounding that into the hole. And I got it to grab enough to get it backed out. I couldn't get it easy out to work. I even drilled it all out. It worked for this one. And I got this one to spin, but we're not quite out yet. My next issue, these are a special grease circ because this is an overseas product, and I've noticed they like to do that now. With the excavator, I had a special grease circ that was $60, and with the Summers Land Roller was a special grease circ that was a lot of money. This is why we can't have nice things, because I just go when I wreck them. Well, since I ended up breaking that easy out off in there, we ended up heating it. That didn't work. So then we tried torching a hole out, drilling it, and went to a larger SAE 3/8 grease circ. You want to come up here? Well, Kimmy's got to work. Well, only 2 hours later, we fixed one lousy grease circ. How such a tiny job can turn into such a big one is just ridiculous. I guess it's my turn to run this big beast of a rock picker. This should be fun. So I basically don't know what I'm doing here, but I guess it should be pretty self-explanatory. It's just a rock picker, right? Okay, I got my wings in float. Now, what does number 3 do? Number 3 dumps, okay? Number 2, looks like number 2 turns on all my beaters. Now I think we just pick rock. Yep, we're doing it. We are doing it. Talk about a close call. I look forward, and I'm never looking forward when I pick rock. For 1 second, that could have ended very, very badly. And yeah, that would have definitely went into the tire. Also found a section. It was sitting like this in the ground. You know, I fully don't understand how a grease circ can cause the guy so much trouble, but it's honestly terrifying. Once again, we got this pin out. The new circ we tapped in there. We stripped the threads out on it. Stripped the threads out on it already. So, back to square one. What I'm gonna do, this is my plan. I don't know if it's gonna work. I might mess it up even more, but at this point, what I got to lose? I'm gonna clean all the grease out of there. Then I'm gonna fill it with weld and try to drill it out and cut threads into it another time. There we go. And there's no threads in there. They're completely gone. So hopefully I can drill some weld once I fill that in with some weld. I do think weld is a little more hard to drill than normal steel. I don't know, I just work here. And also, my best educated guess is this wire weld is going to be a little bit softer to drill. Probably not actually notice a difference than the stick welder. So we're gonna try this thing, even though I don't know how to run it, and Cameron really only knows how. I'm gonna educate myself and learn right now. That's not what I want. I don't actually want to fill in deep down, and that's where my first weld hit. I gotta see if I can get that out of there. There we go. If you guys are worried, I was too, but we got it out. Now let's see if we can't do that again. There, our hole is closed. Now I just hope we can drill it out. Well, after dead battery on the camera and re-welding that grease circ hole 5 times, drilling it out and cutting threads, I finally got it and I put it back together. I don't know what I was doing wrong, but every time it seemed like hindsight was 20/20. It's like, okay, I'll do it this way and it's gonna work, and I did it that way and it didn't work. So then try again, fill it back in, cut it out. I got it. It's in there, it took grease, we're good to go. When you're picking rock, this is not quite what you wanna do. We're stuck. There's a lot of rock here though, I can't just be leaving them. You know, if I would have had my duals on here, I don't think I would be stuck right now. I think I would have had enough flotation and enough extra traction, and I'd be stuck. But we took them off so that way it's less tires driving rock, pressing rock into the ground. So that way this thing has less of a job of trying to dig it back up and does a better job when you have less rock getting pushed into the ground and it's freshly rolled on top. If that makes sense. But then again, my back end sinks more, which makes a bigger root. So I think it's kind of a wash whether or not we have them on or off. Not my idea, but I went along with it. Joey brings me help. The Yankum rope got me out. Unlike everybody else, I don't have a link in the description for it. I will say it's a nice rope. It's a lot more gentle when pulling and a lot safer in my opinion. Hate getting stuck, but at least two good things. Nothing's broke, and most importantly, no one's hurt. Just a little downtime, but back to it we go.